You have done again engineering, electronics and communication.
Yes, sir. That's all.
You completed your course in
2016.
16. So what are you doing now?
After that, I've worked in an IT company for about 10 months. Then since after, I'm preparing civil service.
Okay. This is your
Third attempt.
വലിയ ഫോക്കസ് ചിലരുടെ ഈച്ചോട് തോന്നിച്ചില്ല എനിക്ക് ഞാൻ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു ശ്വസിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്.
This is what is your subject for the options?
Geography.
Geography. Is there some link between engineering and geography? Because I've seen another person also engineering taking geography.
No, ma'am. There is no direct link between geography and engineering. But I think in engineering we study like more of analytical things. Here, geography also more practical things we study here. So I think that's the only connection between.
So it's easier for you to pick up geography than any other subject.
I thought so.
So what made you give up? Like this is electronics.
Yes, ma'am.
ENC. ENC is a very privileged kind of a stream, or it used to be in engineering.
Yeah, it used to be, but I think now computer science is more privileged.
Is there? So what made you give up completely that stream and then opt for civil service?
Electronics background.
The engineering background itself and then opt. It's a very different
Yes, ma'am.
areas.
Yes, ma'am. Because I pursue civil service as a good career option, and which offers very diverse opportunities. So I hope it will give me better job satisfaction. That's the one reason I've chosen the civil service as my career option.
Okay. ENC, there was not many avenues for satisfying your career aspirations.
Not, ma'am, not like that. I mean, it will be more public service oriented. Civil service will be more public service oriented. So
That's a very standard answer everybody gives. What you said initially would have been the better answer, better career option.
yes, ma'am.
This is what prompts people to change from particular field
Yes,
to
ma'am.
another.
Every job is a public service.
We
So
stick to that when this question is asked in PSC. Sir, I'll ask later. So, no, sir, I'll ask later.
So standard question is, why do you want to be in the IAS?
yes,
So you will be prepared to answer that. How do you answer that? More interview board suppose this question is put to you. Why do you want to be in the IAS? You are a very brilliant professional, electrical and electronics. How do you want to be in the IAS? Want to stay as an engineer and serve the country? You say.
as I already said, it's a good career option. IAS will be a good career option, and I believe I have the competence to become a good civil servant. So.
Of course, it's a very conventional answer.
Career option is okay, sir. Career, she's considered it as better options as a career.
If you go by first principles, I want to be an IAS officer. So I am. I think therefore I am. Something more. What is it that distinguishes, makes a career in IAS superior to a career in engineering? Think about it. എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഒരു highly qualified engineer, you can say on in the engineering profession, why do you want to join the IAS? One plausible and convincing answer would be, it offers more opportunities to serve the country.
Like she said, it's not a
stock
answer, sir. Neela ma'am, that is what I said. Neela ma'am was in the... she said she was in the interview board and one doctor, I think she had done MD, civil service. So it was asked to her, why do you want to quit this profession and then become a civil servant? She said to serve the people.
Yeah.
And to serve the people. And one of the interview board members said you could have done that better as a doctor.
Suppose the people refuse to want to be served.
Yeah,
We are being very informal.
opportunities.
We are being very informal.
Opportunities for serving the people maybe are more than
Our GO
military
was
service.
getting more money.
That is not correct also.
No.
You to an answer
I think this is
comfortable.
I already paid up more opportunities are the people. Public service.
I think we should not say serve the people because more opportunity, more better career opportunities as she said. And
Because I'm sure you are concerned with that. So, better career opportunities. Better opportunities of the people. I say, you start as a sub-collector, then you become a collector, then you become head of a department, then secretary department. So
the experience of working in different areas, HOIs, NG.
and a better manifestation of her intelligence, her potential. Probably if you stay on as an engineer, probably you may go abroad, America to go for you. So that doesn't help. Probably there is a latent civil servant in you. And that civil servant can manifest himself or herself much better if you stay on the
Can I also say that I have the competence? So can I ask questions?
Competence is another one, but you have the confidence in becoming a good administrator.
Does it make me more arrogant?
Will not make
hierarchy, you start as a sub-collector, then you collector. You go to secretary, state secretary, you do deputy secretary, joint secretary, head secretary, come back to the field as collector. I'm head of the department. Then of course, if you want to go to Delhi, or if you want deputation, you can go there. Otherwise, you have to become secretary, and ultimately, like all of us, become chief secretary.
The varied experience that you get.
Varied experience.
Okay, thank you.
Experience. About, as you know, CAA, the Citizens Act amendments, are justified or not. The allegation is that it discriminates against a particular community. Do you agree? That's the answer. It's a very likely question. Facts are
Yes, sir.
Citizen Amendment Act.
Yes.
Why is it considered discriminatory? Discriminatory. The allegation is that it discriminates against Muslims. Is that allegation correct?
Sir, I think it's a positive discrimination.
Really?
Here it cannot be said as a discrimination because the people are these three countries, Afghanistan, Pakistan and Bangladesh, who are suffering from persecution.
No,
so
that's the point. Pakistan, Bangladesh and
Afghanistan.
Three countries. They are Muslim countries. And these people come from these Muslim countries. So there is no point in saying that they are persecuted minorities. Hindus in the Hindus are India, Pakistan, the percentage of Hindu population is 20, that is 3. So 20% of Hindus become 3% of persecution. Whereas in the case of Muslims, there is no persecution. Except perhaps when you handle Rohingya Muslims, in the case of Myanmar.
Ahmadiyas and the Shias in Pakistan.
Strictly speaking, they are not persecuted Muslims, minorities. And we don't have to take care of them. We have to maintain a certain communal balance. Hindus constitute 80% of the population. They can't come down to 60 or 50. These are the institutions. Factually, legally, it is so correct to say that there is discrimination. Discrimination other support here. For every proposition, there can be for and against. For government, anti-government, we should be able to support it with facts. That's UPSC is concern. Shabrimala, what are the issues at stake? How do you look at it? They can be permitted or they should be prohibited. What is your view?
So, as the Supreme Court said, there is discriminating women on the basis of their age is not an essential practice of Hinduism. So I think women should be allowed in
irrespective of their age.
Sorry, sir?
Irrespective of their age, they should be
Yes,
allowed.
sir.
Between 10 and 50 already അനുവദിക്കാം.
Yes, sir.
But that is against centuries of prohibition. Sorry. It is considered, sorry, I'm sorry. This is justified on the ground that വർഷങ്ങളായിട്ട് അനുഭവങ്ങളായിട്ട് സ്ത്രീകളെ അനുവദിക്കുന്നു എന്നുള്ളതാണ് ഈ പറയുന്നത്. മറിച്ച് പീപ്പിൾ ലൈക്ക് ജസ്റ്റിസ് ജസ്റ്റിസ് ബീഡിയോ സംബടി they take it strictly constitutional. അവർ ജസ്റ്റിസ് നരിമാൻ for example, ജസ്റ്റിസ് റോഹിണി നരിമാൻ, he says no, this constitutes discrimination. Article violates Article 14 of the Constitution, which is equality before the law. അങ്ങനെ എഴുതിയുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ഇത് ഏതാണ് more apply the era, which is the more logical, more rational.
I think you can say whatever you feel.
ഞാൻ പറയുന്നില്ല, പക്ഷെ അത് എന്ത് പറഞ്ഞാലും we should be able to support it, justify it.
Sir, I think both the grounds as
You said they should be permitted.
They should be permitted because it's violate Article 14, 15 and 19. So,
പക്ഷെ അത് സമൂഹം അംഗീകരിക്കുന്നു തോന്നുന്നു.
so
You remember one judge dissented in the first instance. ആദ്യത്തെ ജഡ്ജ്മെന്റ് വന്നത് who was that? Hindu Mother. Main point, it should be accepted by society. നമ്മൾ പിന്നെ we say on grounds of constitutional propriety, on grounds of gender equality, on grounds of all ages should be allowed. But say this is something which the society does not accept. അവർ വടക്കേന്ത്യക്കാരിയാണെങ്കിലും കേരളത്തിലെ അവസ്ഥ എന്താണെന്ന് അറിയാമായിരുന്നു. And she quoted an instance of a temple in Pune where a Shani Kshetra, where women were not permitted. Again in some of the mosques in Bombay where women were not permitted. So basic test, according to Hindu Kshetra, the test is whether it is acceptable to society. And whatever is not accepted by civil society cannot be accepted. That is the point.
Sir, I don't think that point will hold. That's a correct view because in case of if we wait for the public morality to change, and then it will take sometimes centuries. I think in India, constitutional morality is supreme, and we must stick to that.
And you take the hard line.
That's our opinion, sir.
That's another. Think of what happened here in Kerala. കേരളത്തിലെ കഴിഞ്ഞ പിന്നെ പിൽഗ്രിമേജ് സീസണിൽ എന്തായിരുന്നു സംഭവിച്ചത്? It was absolute pandemonium, confusion.
So I think it was problem is with the implementation. It was implemented in a hurry manner. I think we must sometimes aware people about this. Develop some social consensus must be attempted by the government itself.
See, it has become an emotional issue. Yes. You says people should be educated, people should be conscientized, people should. It has become a highly emotive issue. Yes, people refuse to listen to you. People refuse to listen to reason. Reason and constitutional morality, property, നോക്കുന്നില്ല. highly emotional. പെണ്ണുങ്ങളെ അങ്ങോട്ട് ചോദിച്ചാൽ പാടില്ല. അങ്ങനെ എഴുതി കൊടുത്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ you can even lead to a firing if it comes to that.
With time it will change.
People can be violent, as they did. They behaved very rudely to many of the women who came there, and they had to be protected by the police. Another situation. But I don't know how you can. Either view itself, but you should be able to stand by it. Then, of course, the citizens are in the action. അത് നമ്മൾ പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞു. പിന്നെ ഒന്ന് ബഡ്ജറ്റ് നന്നായിട്ട് പഠിക്കണം. സെൻട്രൽ ബഡ്ജറ്റ്, യൂണിയൻ ബഡ്ജറ്റ്, അതിൻ്റെ പ്ലസ് പോയിന്റ്സ് എന്തൊക്കെയാണ്. പിന്നെ വൺ മോർ തിങ്, ലേറ്റസ്റ്റ് ജഡ്ജ്മെന്റ് ഓഫ് സുപ്രീം കോർട്ട് ഡയറക്റ്റിംഗ് ഗവൺമെന്റ് ദാറ്റ് ladies who have been admitted to short service commission in the army should be promoted to the permanent commission. അതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് അത് പ്രായോഗിക ബുദ്ധി ഉണ്ടോ? എന്ത് ഗ്രൗണ്ടിലാണ് ഗവൺമെന്റ് എതിർത്തത്? ഗവൺമെന്റ് opposed it. What were the grounds?
Because women have other gender roles like maternity
is a problem.
And
they will stand the rigorous climatic conditions.
Government has said women are weaker to appointed in such a
What
combat role.
Are they adequate grounds to keep women out of this?
No, sir, I don't think so.
But imagine a place like Ladakh, where the temperature is below 20 degrees.
People are living there.
Eh?
People are living
Who
there.
should be sent there? What I would Lieutenant like Raja Babu.
Yes, sir.
It's very easy to say, oh, yes, sir. And these are some of the questions. I don't want to sort of harass you by asking this. These are some of the likely questions. These are more than I don't know. പിന്നെ ഒന്ന് ഏത് ഇഷ്യൂ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിലും പ്രോ ആൻഡ് ആൻറ്റി അറിയാമല്ലോ ഇതിൽ ഇന്ത്യയാണോ വായിക്കുന്നത് ഇന്ത്യയിൽ apart from the editorial and this major article, there's a column piece, notice, it is very sir. അതിൻ്റെ ഒരു അഡ്വാൻറ്റേജ് എന്താണെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ പ്രോ ആൻറ്റി രണ്ടും സേ ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ ലിജിയൻ ചെക്ക് വേണമെന്നും വേണ്ടത് അപ്പോൾ UPSC എന്താ മോളോട് ചോദിക്കുന്നു പറയാനൊക്കെ ഇല്ല രണ്ടും പഠിച്ചത് പ്രൊഹിബിഷൻ ജസ്റ്റിഫൈഡ് ആണോ പ്രൊഹിബിഷൻ എക്സ്റ്റെൻഡ് ചെയ്യണോ അതോ വേണം നോക്കണം അത് അപ്പോൾ ഈ ലെറ്റേഴ്സ് എഴുതുന്നത് വായിക്കാം
What is the significance of Aravalli ranges in Indian geography?
Aravalli range.
Yeah.
I think Aravalli is the oldest whole mountain in India, and other than that, it's a relic mountain, which does not have significant impact on monsoonal rainfall. Other than that,
Sure.
It's basically a water divide. It's a water divide.
So, what is it adding to India's topographical features?
Aravalli, as I said, is the oldest whole mountain. So, India does not have that old whole mountain in other parts of India. And
Climate-wise, what is its significance?
Aravalli is a climatic divide also, and because in the western.
So, what does it do by dividing rainfall?
In the western side of Aravalli, in the Rajasthan part, rainfall is very scarce, while in the southern side and southeastern side, it's much more.
What is ecosystem service payment? Ecosystem service.
Ecosystem services, there are different kind of services offered by the ecosystem. For example, food and biodiversity, carbon sequestration, etc. So these are the ecosystem services.
What is ecosystem service compensation then? Compensating for ecosystem services. So what would be the ecosystem service of Western Ghats to Kerala?
First thing is southwest monsoon. It blocks monsoon and rain, southwest wind, and therefore Kerala receives very high precipitation.
One.
And secondly, Kerala has 44 rivers. Out of this, 41 rivers are originating from Western Ghats.
Two.
Third is its biodiversity hotspot. And
Hotspot identified by whom?
I use International Union for Conservation of Natural Resources.
Okay. Why is it called the Western Ghats, though it is on the eastern side of Kerala?
Because it's the western side of India, Deccan Plateau. That's why it's called Western Ghats.
What is climate change?
Climate change is basically Earth's climate change over a larger period of time is changing, and our winters are becoming more colder and summers are becoming more warmer, and that's climate change.
Is it necessarily so, or always extreme climates only, or?
No, not just extreme climate, but weather events become more frequent and intense.
Irregular. Okay, would you consider the flood in Kerala in 2018 as a result of climate change, or is it just a cyclical thing?
Sir, I think it's a part of climate change. World Meteorological Organization also termed Kerala flood in 2018 as a impact of climate change.
How do you substantiate?
Because it was the flood was started by a torrential rainfall in that month, August in 2018. It was a very irregular pattern of rainfall. so it can be associated with the climate change.
What contribution would you be able to specially give as an engineer, especially an electronic engineer? Suppose you are a collector of a district. Your background, how did it help you in delivering better?
As a collector, I think generally I can give as a collector because electronic manufacturing in India is very low. So I think regarding some policy making on electronic manufacturing and design, and I can give my input. And so that's the only thing that comes to my
Anyway,
mind.
can you use knowledge in electronics in facilitating administration? IT, electronics, these are all related.
Yes, sir. Now we are moving towards e-governance and more data-centric policy making.
What is Adicode known for?
Arikod is a minor port in Kannur district, and there is a chip manufacturing unit.
What is the distinctive of Kannur district? If somebody hears about Kannur, what would be the first thing that would come to their mind?
I think that's a positive and negative thing.
Not something negative. I want the positive.
Kannur has the largest mangrove forest in Kerala, and Kannur has housing the longest diving beach in Asia, Murapalangadu beach. And Theyyam, culturally, Kannur is also very significant. Theyyam is a very prominent ritual dance in northern part of Kerala, mainly in Kannur. And I think that's...
What about political unrest?
Political unrest, I think now it is declining.
Why Kannur is more politically, so to say, volatile and people take the knife at every stroke of anger?
Political violence in Kannur is strongly, because people in Kannur have strong political identity. Most of the
Why only in Kannur? Why not elsewhere?
I think it's also because of historical reasons, and Kannur has witnessed a lot of bloodshed. I am not sure, but that can be a reason. Because Kannur has witnessed a lot of bloodshed.
You said that you have a lot of mangroves.
Yes, sir.
Why is mangrove so important? It is a VIP species. Why?
Mangrove is it mainly grows in intertidal region, so it houses vast variety of flora and fauna. And other than that, it's a very good carbon sink. It helps in carbon sequestration. Therefore, it has a significant role in controlling global warming.
Any windbreaking effect?
Yes, sir. It's also useful in disaster management, especially in cyclones and tsunamis. In 2004 tsunami happened.
An area, having a mangrove is not expected to be developed anyway. It is on one. Why so important? We are not talking about mango tree or coconut tree or anything like that. Mangrove means no development.
Mangrove offers a lot of ecosystem services, so I think it's a very integral part of our ecosystem.
It is an indicator species also. If there is mangrove, it means that the salinity in that area may be around 5 ppm, which means that it is a fragile area. It's an ecological indicator species.
Okay.
Recent calamities Oki. It affected Kerala and the flood also affected Kerala at the time. Dr. Vasi was the district collector of Toronto.
Yes, sir.
If you are in that position, what steps you will take to address the problems of the people?
Why was it named as Oki? Primordial.
There was a system of naming.
Okay, now answer this question.
You got the question?
Yes, sir. So mainly in case of cyclone and flood, first and foremost step should be evacuation, because we have to, Kerala is a very densely populated area.
Nothing before evacuation?
In case of cyclone, we have a warning system, but in case of 2018 flood, there was warning was not that, we didn't get that warning. But in case of cyclone and firstly evacuation should be first and foremost step, and then mobilization of resources for relief measures, and I think that are most important thing to focus. Other than that,
Absolutely what?
after
How she has organized the team to save people.
there was a control room operating in the district administration, and which actually information has been disseminated through various channels, especially social media has a very good role, had a good role in relief operations, and different local bodies can be local bodies can be coordinated, and
Can I ask one question? One question, since she's geography.
There could be possibly a question on artificial intelligence.
yes sir.
Can you come into the latest developments? Artificial intelligence.
Okay.
Tell me something. What it is, what are the latest developments, latest innovations, insights?
The artificial intelligence is basically when machine can think on simpler words, because here without human intervention, machine can take their own decision making, and it will be just having very good positive impact on our economy as well, because lot of it helps in making our life easier, because machine can assist humans, but there are also some ethical concerns related to artificial intelligence, because
And the practical applications, okay. Practical applications. Apart from the theoretical aspects, practical applications. എല്ലാത്തിനും അങ്ങനെയുണ്ടല്ലോ electricity. Bring out the theory and then practical. അതുപോലെ അതിനെക്കുറിച്ചാണ് ചോദ്യം.
automated cars can be, for example, artificial intelligence can help in finding the traffic and
You must know better than the practical applications.
A lot of them are there, sir. This technology is now artificial intelligence.
Yeah,
and
robotics.
blockchain.
robotics.
Sincerely,
Machine learning.
electronics.
Some of the new concepts which we should hear as a student of electronics.
Kerala is a state which is long and not very broad. We have a coastal area of around 620 to 700 kilometers, and then the hilly terrain. Coastal area is now governed by the coastal zone regulation rules, and then the hilly terrain again, the biological hotspot, biodiversity hotspot, and then the Kasturi Rangan and earlier the Madhav Gadgil report. Development in Kerala is getting more and more restricted. The area for development in the conventional sense of the term. And then we have one of the states with the highest density of population in Kerala, in India. So naturally,
Paddy field and wetland
then
are
again
also
badly bad. On top of that, we have the Wetland Authority, Wetland Regulation Act, Paddy Field Conversion Act, and all those kind of a whole lot of regulations concerning only the midlands, which is a very short, very narrow area, is left for habitation or any kind of development which has to happen. Aspirations of the people for development is like in any other state. And we can't always export human resources. We will have to, maybe that stage will come when Kerala will have to provide for its own people. So how do you ensure what we call the sustainable development of the state? We have to, of course, take care of the environment for the people to survive. For the people to survive, environment plus something else should be there. So how will
Ma'am, I think we
balance?
should prioritize our developmental activities. For example, in Kerala, we have enough opportunity for tourism. So, responsible tourism and ecotourism projects can yield more job opportunities. And other thing is which project which does not require that much of land. For example, electronic manufacturing, IT sector, etc. does not require very large infrastructure. So I think we can also focus on such areas. Housing is a problem in Kerala because I think housing should be more ecologically sustainable by using of materials.
Are you aware about the fact that Kerala has more houses than number of families?
Yes, sir.
So how do we tackle that problem?
To Malayalam, you are taking exam Malayalam.
Yes,
Two outstanding Malayalam writers connected with Kannur. One is Nomo. He was an outstanding critic. Very good, brilliant. And one is alive. He is a soft soul writer. ഇതൊക്കെ ചോദിക്കും അല്ല മലയാളി കൂടെ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ചോദിച്ചത് കണ്ണൂർ എവിടെ നിങ്ങളുടെ കോളേജ് കണ്ണൂർ എവിടെയെങ്കിലും കണ്ണൂർ പിന്നെ വടക്കോട്ട് പോകുന്ന വഴിക്കണം പയ്യന്നൂർ പോകുന്ന വഴിക്കണം എത്ര ഹൗ മെനി കിലോമീറ്റേഴ്സ് ഫ്രം കണ്ണൂർ എന്നാലും ഐ ബീൻ ബിഫോർ 5 years കണ്ണൂർ ടൗണിൽ നിന്ന് 10 kilometers towards the north. Towards Puthuram, have you been to Brandon College, Tennessee?
No, sir.
I've seen the college.
Yes, sir.
Who is Brandon?
I think
Edward Brandon was a German educationist and a preacher.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the best.
Wish you all the best.
Yeah, you have to look at every board member, Eye contact is very important.
Even when we're answering.
Probably Dr. Stefan.
Glance to others and mainly concentrate on the person who is
I was confused whether to do.
You have to.
ഇതൊക്കെ നോക്കണം.
You are addressing the board.
Okay.
And it can be a little more lively. We are not asking you to be a statue. Okay? Then
ഞാനന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ബഡ്ജറ്റ് പിന്നെ സിറ്റി സെറ്റിൽമെന്റ് ആക്ട് അയോധ്യ മേടിക്കാൻ ചോദിച്ചില്ല അത് ലൈക്കില്ല പിന്നെ ഇക്കണോമിക്സ് ലോഡ് ഇൻ ദ കൺട്രി ആസ് എ ഹോൾ നോട്ട് കേരള ഇൻ ദ കൺട്രി ആസ് എ ഹോൾ പിന്നെ ശബരിമല നമ്മൾ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യും പിന്നെ കേരളാസ് ഇക്കണോമിക് സിറ്റുവേഷൻ ഓൾസോ നോട്ട് ആൻഡ് ലൈക്ക് മലയാളം വെച്ചിട്ട് മലയാളം ആയതുകൊണ്ട് ഈ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ ചോദ്യങ്ങൾ വരാം പിന്നെ പെർമനന്റ് കമ്മീഷൻ ഫോർ വിമൻ സുപ്രീം കോടതി ജഡ്ജിനെ വഹിച്ചത് ഷോർട്ട് സർവീസ് കമ്മീഷനിൽ പ്രവേശിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളവർക്ക് ഗവൺമെൻറ് കമ്മീഷൻ കൊടുക്കണോ വേണോ എന്നുള്ള ചർച്ച ഗവൺമെൻറ് യു കെ കോൺട്രറി വ്യൂ ദേ സെഡ് നോ women cannot be admitted to permanent commission in the army. But the Supreme Court said no, they should have all the rights which individual men. Now how is judgment there?
Can I say government's view is regressive? Government view regressive ആണെന്ന് പറയാൻ പറ്റും.
You feel that it is regressive when you say it?
ഏത് അഭിപ്രായം പറയാം ഇറ്റ് വാസ് എ വെരി അൺവൈസ് ഡിസിഷൻ പറയാം Government pointed out several reasons.
You can sugarcoat it by saying that these are such and such angles, but we hope that government will correct it.
You should be able to substantiate it, support it, adduce reasons for it. That's it. In Kashmir, Article 370 എടുത്തു മാറ്റിയത് അത് was it wise, was it necessary, was it absolutely inevitable എന്നൊരു ചോദ്യം ഉണ്ടാകും അപ്പോൾ ആ ഇഷ്യൂ ഇത്തരം കാര്യങ്ങൾ നന്നായിട്ടുണ്ട്.
International we didn't ask anything, there can be a question. So you may have to refer somewhere. Find out maybe 20 hotspots, political hotspots of the world. So you will get some 20 items. Just read. They may ask something about that.
With a basic etiquette which you must be doing. As you enter, say good morning. Good morning, sir, so the man. Good morning. And don't sit down unless you will ask to. And don't fidget in your chair. And don't put your hands like this. Sit right, sit right. He bowed, he smiled, and he put on a very brave appearance. Our nerves in the field. In അവസാനം പോകാൻ നേരം താങ്ക് യു പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് വേണം ഫുഡ് എന്നൊന്നും പറയണ്ട ദാറ്റ്സ് നോട്ട് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് താങ്ക് യു
ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഉച്ചാരണം കുറച്ചുകൂടെ നല്ലതായിരിക്കും.
പക്ഷെ അതിപ്പം ഡോക്ടറോട് ചോദിച്ചായിരുന്നു മാറാൻ പറ്റില്ല എന്നാണ്.
പിന്നെ ഒരു കാര്യം നെവർ ലുക്ക് ബാക്ക് പോകുന്ന വഴിക്ക് തിരിഞ്ഞ് നോക്കുക ഇത് പറയുന്നു. Of course, they are judging you, but you are not supposed to.
ലിപ്പിനെക്കുറിച്ച് കോൺഷ്യസ് ആകുകയൊന്നും വേണ്ട.
What your presentation was very good. Picture confident out of it. ഈ പോയിന്റ്സിൽ കുറച്ച് ഇൻഫർമേഷനാണ്. ആദ്യത്തെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ഞങ്ങൾ ആരും മറുപടി പറഞ്ഞില്ല. വാട്ട് ഡു യു വാണ്ട് ടു വിൻ ദ യേഴ്സ്? Basically, better career opportunities and of course better revenue to serve the people. അത് കുറച്ചുകൂടെ പൊലിപ്പിച്ച് പറയുന്നത്.
Interacting with people may be your strength. So you may have to substantiate that I am an artist.
Areas which will not be available to you as an engineer. Say for example, കുടുംബശ്രീ, poverty alleviation, പിന്നെ hygiene, ഇതൊന്നും എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗിന് കിട്ടുന്നതല്ല. അപ്പോൾ ആ ഏരിയസിലൊക്കെ
Kannurne martial arts, you have to remember. Maybe this aggressiveness is because of that historical thing. Chandu and Odayanan and all, they are heroes.
Interview board will make you feel relaxed.
They will make you feel at home. They are very friendly. They are concerned only. They are not concerned with engineering. Concerned only with one thing, one objective. They want to assess your personality, whether you are suitable to be inducted in the six cells. അത്രയേ ഉള്ളൂ. പഴയ കാലത്ത് ഞങ്ങളുടെ ഒന്നും കാലത്ത് മതിയൊന്നുമില്ല. ഇറ്റ്സ് നോട്ട് ഇൻക്വിസിഷൻ അങ്ങനെയൊന്നുമില്ല. പക്ഷെ വെരി പ്രസന്റ് ഒക്കെ. അപ്പോൾ ആ ഒരു മെന്റൽ ആറ്റിറ്റ്യൂഡിലൂടെ പോകണം. യുവർ ഡ്രസ് ഈസ് ഓൾ റൈറ്റ്. ഇതാണ് ഇറ്റ്സ് വൺ ഓഫ് ദി അക്സെപ്റ്റഡ് ഫോംസ് ഓഫ് ഡ്രസ്. ഒരു കുഴപ്പമില്ല. ഓൾ ദ ബെസ്റ്റ്.
So is there anything I have to focus like and while answering any other problems?
Eye contact is ശരിയാക്കണം. കണ്ണാടി നോക്കി ഒന്ന്
You
പ്രാക്ടീസ്
should not be very adamant. Like, administration is an area where you also need to be flexible.
Opinionated. അങ്ങനെ തോന്നി വരുന്നത്. You are willing to listen to others. That's extremely important.
And in your opinion, whatever you feel is correct,
Exactly.
you say that and then be convincing in your answers.
ഏത് കാര്യം പറഞ്ഞാലും you defend it. കൊലപാതകം കുറിച്ച് പോലും ജോലി 7 പേരെ കൊണ്ട് ജോലിയെ പോലും ഡിഫെൻഡ് ചെയ്യാൻ വക്കീൽ വരുന്നു. I don't know what he's going to പറയാൻ പോകുന്നത്. Maybe appeal to the
hobby ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ hobby എന്താ
Cooking and traveling.
You be very sure about it. Traveling എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ what is the kind of traveling you do? Like
ഒരു തലശ്ശേരി പോകുന്ന ട്രാവൽ അല്ല.
cooking ആണെങ്കിലും they ask something more about it, you should be able to answer. Hobbies in either you should be thorough about it.
സത്യസന്ധത അടക്കാൻ ഒരു
വഴിയാണ്. ഞാനെനിക്ക് പിന്നെ അപ്പോൾ ചോദിച്ചു ഹിന്ദുസ്ഥാനി ക്ലാസിക്കൽ മ്യൂസിക് വടക്കേജിക്കാരൻ നോ സർ അതൊന്നും അറിയാൻ വയ്യ. ബേസിക് കൺസെപ്റ്റ്സ് ഒന്നും അറിയാൻ ഫിലിം മ്യൂസിക് ആണ് തോന്നുന്നത്. പിന്നെ എന്ത് മ്യൂസിക് അപ്പം അങ്ങനെ പക്ഷേ ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ദാറ്റ് ഗോ വെരി മച്ച് എഗൻസ്റ്റ് യു. അത് നമുക്ക് പിന്നെ ക്രിക്കറ്റ് ടെന്നീസ് വാട്ട് എവർ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് യു ഷുഡ് ബി ഏബിൾ ടു ആൻസർ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ്.
Hobby, and then you should know something about your hobby. That's all.
Travel, you plan a trip to the continent or to England. എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് ചെയ്യേണ്ട കാര്യങ്ങൾ? അത് പിന്നെ പാസ്പോർട്ട് സബ്മിറ്റ് കഴിയും. ഇറ്റ്സ് വെരി ഗുഡ് ഫിനാൻസസ് ആൻഡ് യു ഷുഡ് നോ സംതിങ് അബൌട്ട് ദ കൺട്രി വിച്ച് ഇസ് യുവർ ഡെസ്റ്റിനേഷൻ. അപ്പോൾ ആ കാര്യങ്ങളൊന്ന് ചോദിച്ചാൽ
Traveling within your own country or within your own state, there are so many places.
Depending upon whims and fancies of the interview board, you can ask any questions.
സത്യസന്ധമായിരിക്കണം എന്നുള്ളത് മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ. Don't try to fit. They will catch you.
Mr.
You have not been. You have been very honest in your answers.
March 27th.
March?
27th.
Oh, we must sing it. നല്ലോണം വേറെ കാര്യം.
All the best.
Thank you.